We're rolling out a ton of planning videos to make sure you have the best information you can to visit Disney World, which hotels to stay in and what to eat in 2021. But should you even be going to Disney World this year? Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. The bizarre year that was 2020 and all its problems didn't vanish at midnight on December 31st. We're still dealing with a whole lot of uncertainty, confusion, and changes in Disney World in 2021. And all those new ride openings and increasing capacity are just going to make things weirder. Is it even a good year for you to go to Disney World? Well, we're breaking down the reasons why you should go and the reasons you shouldn't, and what you might want to think about before you click book on that Disney trip. First up, let's talk about some of the reasons you might decide not to go to Disney World in 2021. First up, and obviously the biggest situation, there's still so much uncertainty. Even with vaccines starting to be distributed across the country, we still don't know when it will officially be safe to travel again. And of course, that changes depending on who you are. This is something you'll need to decide for your family when you feel safe, and it's likely going to be different for different people. Aside from safety concerns, we don't know when some of those big openings will happen in 2021. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and La Crêperie de Paris are both officially opening in 2021. We just don't know when yet. And Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind and the Tron Coaster, along with Space 220 and several other restaurants, are also expected to open this year, but Disney has yet to give us dates or opening seasons for any of them. We're also still waiting to hear when several Disney World hotels will reopen to guests. We haven't heard anything about Port Orleans, the other All-Star Resorts, or Animal Kingdom Lodge Jambo House, except for those villas. And the Star Wars Hotel was supposed to open in 2021, and they were actually supposed to start taking reservations in 2020, but we got nothing on that so far. Now, we also know that crowds are going to be real big for the 50th anniversary. The beginning of the year will likely stay pretty calm, but spring break's going to probably bring bigger crowds just like the holidays did in 2020. And those potential ride openings are also going to bring in a lot of people, especially if they coincide with the rollback of capacity restrictions. And of course, Disney World's 50th anniversary is going to draw big crowds, much like any milestone celebration at the resort. Park passes are already selling out for October 1st, which is officially the anniversary date, so plan ahead if you do want to go then, but aim to skip the beginning of October if low crowds are what you're after. Now, another concern, Epcot is still super difficult to navigate, so unless you're going later in 2021, Epcot's still a maze of construction walls. Even late 2021 isn't a guarantee that those walls are going to be down. We'll likely get the opening of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which means a few walls will come down, but there are still plenty of construction projects that faced big delays due to the park closures, meaning those walls are going to be up for some time. So grab a park map and give yourself some extra time to get around the front of the park if you do decide to go to Disney World and head to Epcot in 2021. Another reason you may want to think twice about Disney World in 2021, you like having concrete plans. There's no fast pass, park hopping is not back to normal, crowd levels are still kind of unpredictable, and you can't guarantee you'll get to ride Rise of the Resistance until the day of. This goes hand in hand with all that uncertainty. If you loved scheduling out your fast passes and you're dining 6 months in advance and having all of your itinerary planned to a T, this could be a stressful time to travel. If you're not comfortable changing plans last minute, adjusting your schedule and going with the flow, you might want to wait until all the pieces of a super scheduled Disney trip come back into practice. And another reason why you might think twice is you want Disney to feel normal. The end of the year may give us some more normalcy than the early months of 2021, but you'll still have masks probably, social distancing, sanitation, temperature checks, etc. in place well into 2021, if not longer. We don't know when fireworks or character meet and greets will come back. It could be summer 2021, it could be the following year. This global pandemic is unprecedented, and it will definitely take a long time for things to return to a normal pre-2020 feeling again in Disney World. So know which things need to be in place for you to have a good trip, and wait until they're available again. If you know that you need to have a photo of your kids hugging Mickey, and if you don't get it, your trip was pointless, well, wait until you can do that so you aren't thinking about all the things you can't do on your trip. Now, on the flip side, here are some reasons why you might want to go to Disney World in 2021. You want to be one of the first to ride those new rides. So this is a rite of passage for major Disney fans, being one of the first people to check out that new ride. If you know you can't wait months to ride Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, or Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, or the Tron Coaster, plan to go when they open and be prepared to wait in line or master any virtual queue techniques you'll need to ensure you get to ride. Another reason you might want to go is if you need to ride Splash Mountain before it closes and refurbs. The ride refurb transforming the original Splash Mountain into a Princess and the Frog ride has been fast-tracked. We don't know the time frame yet, but fast-tracked sure seems like construction might start in 2021. If this is your favorite ride or you need that last bit of nostalgia before it's gone, remember both the Disney World and Disneyland versions are getting the refurb. Plan a trip sooner rather than later to ride this one. And honestly, same with Spaceship Earth. We know that Spaceship Earth is going to be refurbed eventually. It has been taken sort of off the chopping block for now, but we don't know for how long. Next reason you might want to go this year, you'll love getting big room discounts. Disney's really trying to entice people to come back with larger room discounts than are typical, and that's for hotels, even for traditionally less discounted times of the year. These may start to disappear by the 50th anniversary or end of the year as more people may be ready to travel again and crowds might be higher. But right now you can snag some great room-only discounts of up to 35% or 40% if you're an annual pass holder, and that rate was even available over Christmas, which is incredible because Disney doesn't typically offer room discounts that can be used on what is traditionally the busiest day of the year at the parks. Now, we do only have discounts extending into April at the moment, but those spring discounts should be rolling out real soon. Keep an eye on the special offers tab or stay here with us here at Disney Food Blog to see what discounts are going to be available. And maybe you should go to Disney World in 2021 if you've been there before. You've seen the parades and fireworks. Maybe you skip them anyway to fit more rides in your day. You've done it all and seen it all, or most of it anyway, and you don't mind missing out on a few things because you'll see them again next time. Visiting Disney World for the first time might not give you the most Disney vibe right now, though the parks are doing a good job of incorporating some magic into an otherwise less than magical situation. But it may be weird to see all the health and safety protocols. If you go to Disney a lot, it won't affect your trip and expectations quite as dramatically as if this is your first time. And another reason you might want to go is if you just really, really miss your happy place. I get it. I've taken far fewer trips to Disney World this year, and it's been tough. Maybe you had to cancel your 2020 trip and you're itching to get back to your happy place, and 2021 may be the year to do that. Know that things will still be different, but things may be a lot safer come summer and fall, and Disney has had so many precautions in place since the parks reopened in July. You can have a relatively safe visit to Disney World whenever you go, as long as you're cognizant and careful. So here's what you need to consider. The answer is going to be different for everyone to this question, should you go to Disney World in 2021? And we absolutely believe that. There's no blanket statement of yes, 2021 is the year you should go to Disney World, or no, absolutely do not go in 2021. But that's true nearly every year. Last year, we didn't recommend visiting in 2020 if you only visit every 5 to 10 years and you wanted to see the most new stuff in one trip. But if you love Star Wars, 2020 was going to be a great year to go. You'll need to decide what your family is looking for in a Disney vacation and if you feel ready to travel yet. We don't know how vaccines will change Disney guidelines and capacity or when hotels and new rides may open, but we will always be reporting on the latest updates here and on DisneyFoodBlog.com. So your plans may change as well. That's another thing to consider. Several hotels have changed their reopening dates several times. All-Star Movies just pushed their February opening date to March. Are you okay if you need to switch hotels a month before your trip? More restaurants may reopen and only give a few days or a few weeks notice. Are you okay with changing your dinner reservations because Ohana announces it's reopening a month before your trip, or princesses come back to Cinderella's royal table? Things will likely change several times throughout the year, and it won't just be reopening dates. Health and safety policies may be altered before your trip, and you'll want to stay aware of all of it and adjust your plans accordingly. Capacity might change in Disney World. They may raise the number of people that are allowed in the parks. So lots of things will change over the course of this year. Are they bringing the dining plan back? Is FastPass coming back? Will park hopping timeframes change? Lots up in the air still. So you might just want to wait until next year. Waiting should mean all those new rides will be open and many more hotels will be accepting reservations. Star Wars Hotel will probably be open. Things will be closer to normal, pre-COVID times, and we may have fireworks and character meet and greets back, and maybe you won't need to wear a mask in the parks anymore. Crowds will be probably more predictable as well, which likely means that we can count on Christmas week to be super busy every single day. It actually wasn't as busy as we expected in 2020. It might get easier to plan your Disney trip as we get further away from the pandemic, and that peace of mind in knowing that your plans are set and you made the right decision to travel when you're traveling, that might be worth waiting another year. But whatever you decide, we're here to help you plan. We've got videos about the best times to visit in 2021, how to stay safe, where you should and shouldn't stay, and we'll be releasing our picks for the best restaurants and snacks for 2021 soon as well. Follow along with all the latest news and updates with us right here on DFB Guide, over on DisneyFoodblog.com, and on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And don't forget, we've got the DFB Guide with tons of information in it. You just head over to dfbstore.com to pick that up. Don't forget to use code YouTube for a discount. So, should you go to Disney World? Some people might say absolutely not. Some people might say for sure you should. Bottom line is, it's up to you. Don't listen to what anybody else says and make that decision based on what's right for you and your family from a health and safety perspective, from a budget perspective, from a ease of travel perspective. There's just lots of things to look at with this question. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you to start considering some of those points. Thanks for listening, you guys, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.